Hi everybody, welcome to 9 Months. I'm TJ Sidhu. We've got another awesome episode today. Now, when we look at modern day parenting, we look at celebrity parents, we think that it's so easy for them. They must have an army of servants and I'm the only one going through a hard time. We brought some celebrity parents on the show to find out the truth, to find out what is it that they really go through. With us today is film actor Rajniesh Duggall, his very beautiful wife, Pallavee Duggall, who's a curator. Well, that means fashion exhibitions, pop-ups. She's a busy mom, he's a busy dad. We're going to find out how they manage life, careers, and children. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you.
Mr. Pallavee, were you working when you had your baby?
I was doing something different. I was a jewelry designer and I had Tia. Then my mom was unwell, so for 2 years I took a little sabbatical and then I got back to it at full swing.
Did you take any sabbatical?
I could not. I think the only sabbatical I took was about 15 days before Tia was born. And about 10 days, so that 20-25 days off at that time.
What was the feeling when she was born? I love asking dads this question.
I think
especially
till before she was born, when when we were pregnant, so till that time,
I like the way you said that, we.
Yeah, because it's true that the father also gains weight. Along with me, he also put in quite
I did gain about I think 5-10 kgs. And I think the biggest thing is that we were in another city. We stay in Bombay. My parents and her parents both are in Delhi. So that sort of becomes an issue because you don't have anyone where you can very easily just be. End of the day, your own Delhi home is your Delhi home. Bombay is home.
So you left Delhi and you guys moved here?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but when you were here, did you have a lot of help at home?
Yeah.
Or was it just you two?
No, we had help.
We had help, but we had untrained help. So,
do you find that that's actually a big issue? Because everybody wants to have nannies, but there aren't really nannies as such, like how you have abroad.
Yes. And you can't really trust them when they're young and they don't have that experience. It's just the trust factor more than anything else.
So after 2 years, you went back to work. Did you feel any guilt in doing that? Because a lot of moms feel that I'm going to be leaving my child, I'm working. Yeah. Should I, shouldn't I?
So the good thing was that I started work from home. So I could manage my times around, so the guilt wasn't there as much.
Oh, so you were working at home.
So it's only when, there are events, there are shows, I'm traveling. And what works really well with me, my partner Gauri has kids the same age, and our kids live together. So literally when we're working, we just put the kids together.
They're like triplets.
So it's like taken care of.
They're the same age, so they just kind of play with each other.
Yeah.
So our daughters are 1.5 years. What can we look forward to when they turn 8?
See, you'll obviously look forward to a lot more, and you have handful, so you've got 2. So there'll be a lot of entertainment.
Double trouble.
Yeah.
What sort of things is she asking you right now? Are there any questions that you can't answer? Because kids today are very smart.
Yeah, and before you know, they get the information from the outside sources. So the information is all given to them by the world. There's so much more exposure.
See, there's Google, there's now iPads.
Yeah.
No matter what, till
and
the
friends.
age of
Oh, friends are dangerous.
Yeah. Friends in buildings, also school.
Yeah.
Then a lot of masis, I would say. So you get a lot of information out from the masis.
Yeah.
That you have to answer and deal with when they come back home. But especially with girls, you want to be so careful. When they're out in the outside world, how do you protect them?
Just have to have a very open communication from the beginning. It's like you have to try and talk to them as much as you can and get as much information out.
But what about when they become teenagers?
See, I think that is,
what are you
obviously
do?
it does. I would have to be a little more stricter. One of us will have to be a little more stricter.
One of us.
Bad
You know what?
cop.
It always comes down to
good cop, bad
the
cop.
mom is the villain and the dad is always the cooler one.
She is sort of closer to me, I would say. And but then I think she's very smart that way, Tia. She knows who to go to.
For what and when.
Yeah. And she gets her way out.
And she gets her way.
Yeah.
I'm sure you already...
right now, it's just pretty much when we say no, it means no. And I've made sure I said, don't try to be cooler than me and let them have everything because that means I'm going to be the mean one. They'll say, oh yeah, our mom. Good, our mom goes to work. We prefer our dad to stay home. Have you ever taken your daughter to work with you? Because you're an actor, so you can just take her to set. I mean, did you have to leave her behind at home?
No, I think I've never. They've come to set. They've come on the outdoors as well. Like usually when I have an outdoor for a film, so they do come in for 5-7 days, 10 days. But yeah, never alone on a Bombay set, no.
No, obviously not on a Bombay set. I mean, like, did it make it easier because you're an actor? You know, if it's obviously you work in a bank, you can't have your wife and your child hanging around.
No, it's easy.
No,
Actually, easy hanging out on the set or van. You know, there is staff around. There is, you know, that this is a safe zone. So that way, from that angle, she can come in. So now slowly she's getting more attracted towards the acting bit of it. Slowly, yeah. So since a month, I've been listening to this.
Oh,
And,
really?
Yeah, and I know that, you know, slowly she'll start saying that, okay, I want to do an ad maybe, or
Slowly it's coming up.
time will tell.
What expectations did you have, like when you knew you were going to be parents? What sort of challenges did you think you were going to face?
We were reading a lot of books. We wanted to have this like hardcore discipline in place. And in here it never works that way, you know?
No, it never does.
Yeah,
Every
it's-
parent we've spoken to has
Yeah.
an idea, and
And
those
that-
ideas have been shattered.
Completely, you know, completely. I remember when I was a new mom, I was reading these Gina Ford books, and I was like, okay, I'm going to have everything in place. And then it's like, once a child's out, you're like all off schedule, you know. But slowly things get into place, and you start making your rules. And yeah,
Has she ever asked you guys for a brother or a sister?
now.
Now?
Now, yeah. It's all of a sudden, it's like, now I need a sibling.
Yeah? What do you guys think? Do you think you'll have more children?
I don't know. As in we can't say that we've put a stop at it. We're still young, so there is a possibility.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I think we are pretty happy with one.
You know, I
Yeah.
love that attitude that you said, I haven't put a stop to, because what happens is when you have one, a lot of people feel that, okay, now so much time has passed, we're busy with our careers, we're going to do diaper days all over again, we don't want to get into it. So,
No, I would say the diaper days were not bad. Like, they were
Oh,
very
really?
interesting. Yeah, they were very good.
did you
Because
change more than 2 diapers ever?
I think I'd changed more than her maybe.
Really? He was quite handsome.
Whenever
yeah.
I was there, like I was the one handling things, or the nanny.
A lot of guys especially get a little jittery, you know, when it comes to, okay, a new baby's coming in the house, how am I going to handle it? What kind of advice would you give to new dads?
Oh, he was amazing.
See,
he was
I just think I was born and brought up in a joint family, so I've seen a lot of kids around. In fact, I think probably I was 7-8 years when I held a small, probably daughter, like you know, like a small child in my hand, which one of my sisters probably gave birth to, and I was pretty comfortable from that age with a child.
Yeah, you know, like he's
So-
quite calm. So I think
So
that.
when I
You're,
think
as a
Tia-
human being, you're
Yeah,
very calm.
yeah.
I can't imagine.
So
Do you
that
ever-
energy passed on to the baby, you know?
Oh, that's terrific. Do
she's
you
not
ever-
calm though.
No, then when she was
I was
small.
going to say, yeah, maybe when she's small. Now
When she was
she's-
small,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Yeah.
Now she's got a personality.
Yeah.
Do you ever lose your cool?
I do, but just like.
Yeah, you just think it in
Certain
your own
places,
head.
yeah. Not at home, not at the place of work, for sure. So these are 2 places I never lose my cool.
Are there any times when your child makes you just crazy? When you say, I can't handle this, take her away.
No, not really. I
No?
would not say that. Nahin.
I think that
end of the
happens to
day-
me.
Happens to you because you're home more.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't happen to me.
It doesn't.
Yeah. I think I just feel that she's mine, you know, like she is mine, and this is, if she's asking for this or if this is how she is, then we need to sort of, you know, take care of it. So there's nothing to get angry about.
There isn't. Wow, that's a good attitude.
Till now, yeah.
That there is, even if there is something that bothers you, to just say, take a breath and say, there's nothing to get angry about.
That's him, that's not
You
me.
are the boss, not the baby, not
Yeah.
the child.
Yeah.
So, you know, after you have a child, obviously your relationship with each other gets a little affected because you're not the only one that gets all the attention anymore. Before, he was the only baby in the house.
Yes.
And now there's another one. So,
Yeah.
what
But
did you
both
guys...
ways.
It
I would
works
say.
both ways. Well,
Yeah.
so-
Even from my angle, now I have another baby.
So how did it affect you two as a couple?
I think being a nuclear family, being in our city, Bombay, was the only thing was that obviously we both love each other, and the only thing was that now Tia is there, so automatically the entire thing, instead of being shared, I think it grew. I feel that.
It's just initially you run out of time for each
Time,
other.
yeah.
You're more,
Time,
you know,
yeah.
the child needs all the attention, you know. So but slowly you find your balance.
How did you find your balance? What do you do What are some of the things that people can keep in mind? Because I think when you're about to have a child, it goes on in your mind, especially for the husband, because the mom has the baby and he kind of he's there, but he's going to think that, okay, now my wife's not going to have time for me. How do you fix that?
I think one of the first things which takes time is getting your child on a schedule. So that if your son sleeps on time, you have that, at least you have the evening to yourself. But then the flip is the profession he's in, it's so erratic. So, we would try and travel as much as we could, but with Tia, because, we really couldn't leave her behind, so she would be with us. But then that encouraged us to spend time together as a family. Yeah. So initially we did all outdoor shoots we went with him.
Yeah, because when I'm shooting, so there's no Sunday. There is no like a proper...
No, there is no schedule.
And when you're shooting a film, so there's no like 9 to 6 or 9 to... It could go longer. So those schedules are different.
Of course, and it's hard to put a baby on a schedule when you yourself don't have one.
Yeah.
But you know what? You guys are managing it really well. And there isn't any right way, wrong way. What you're doing is absolutely perfect. And with that, it's a wrap for another awesome episode. We had Rajniesh and Pallavee telling us about how to manage a baby. And she's not a baby anymore. She's a little older. But they're doing a great job of it. And remember, there is no right and wrong. Trust your way. Trust your instincts. You're doing a great job as a parent. Thanks so much, you guys.